Hello dear chess friends, today my guest is grandmaster Evgeny Romanov. Hello Evgeny. Your surname is Romanov, like the last Russian emperor. Is he your relative? Maybe you have some emperor's roots?
Tough question, you know. I try to be tricky to answer on such questions during the whole life. However, I have no connection to emperor's family, not at all. Fortunately or unfortunately, we don't know.
You could have been killed.
Not me, since I've not been born in that times. You make me blushing. We can call that I had somewhere Godunov's surname in my roots, but come on, of course not. Romanov is really famous surname in our country, and many people have this surname with them.
But nevertheless, I'd like to inform our audience that your handle here in Russia, in the Russian chess world, is Emperor.
Yeah.
So you can see the difference.
Kind of nickname, tricky nickname. By the way, you are maybe the first who claim me emperor in English. Usually they don't use this name. I don't know how they call me.
Evgeny, maybe?
Yeah, really? What a surprise. Yeah, generally. Maybe this came from some other things. Maybe like I behave with a crown time to time, maybe because of something else. Who knows? But you have to ask the people, another chess grandmaster Evgeny Levin, about this emperor's name.
Yeah, sure. I'll ask him very soon, I hope. And we'll find out the origin of this nickname.
Yeah, you're gonna look for the truth.
Could you tell a few words how you became a grandmaster and how did you start playing chess?
I started really early, but in a family which is not connected to chess at all. My father is a lawyer, my mother is a musician, and chess was just chess set, a small table game. Somehow, time to time, somewhere during the lunch break between the parents on father's job. Difficult to say, but somehow my father taught me how to move the pieces, and when I was in age 3, and after several years, unexpectedly, when chess came back to our tables, I managed to remember all the moves, how to call the pieces and how they move. That was really special, and it was the first step. I love chess. Chess is part of my life, a huge part of my life, and of course, without life, I would never choose chess as the profession. I'm occupied with chess, like fully time occupied at the moment as the player and as the coach. And I became grandmaster in 2007, so a long time ago already, more or less experienced, let's say, as a chess player, of course.
A lot of chess players know the fact that you have been working with the Norwegian team Valerenga and with some talented Norwegian youngsters, with Arjan Tari, for example.
Yeah.
How did you become a coach?
First of all, congrats to Arjan with his win yesterday in St. Louis. He beat Erik Hansen in good style, like without giving any single brief for the black and green field. I'm happy with that. And connection to Norway was really by chance. Åge Sivertsen, he's known for Norwegian people like the chess writer. He published a couple of years ago the book about Magnus, the book so-called Magnus. We met in France, in near to Paris, in La Fère, if I'm not mistaken, in 2010. Had a good connection, kind of normal talking connection without any pushing from any side, and became friends. He invited me as the player of the side event in his tournament in 2010 autumn. It called Kristiansund Arctic Chess Stars, with participation of Magnus, Vichy, Judith, Hammer, Alexander Kostyniuk, me, Vlatka Georgiev from Macedonia, and some other good players. Had some parties, some bacalhau dinner. I would never forget that, like having a huge bowl of bacalhau. I even don't know, maybe it's not a bowl in English, but really many liters of special soup made by Oge.
What is it? Could you describe?
Bacalhau is the name. Bacalhau is the name of the fish. In Russian, it's called uha. Yeah, and
so it's a fish soup. Yeah,
fish soup. Yeah, really nice soup. No, really common in Spanish cuisine culture, I would say.
And what fish is it?
Salmon? Bacalhau fish.
Salmon?
This is the bacalhau fish.
Bacalhau is the name of the fish.
Yeah, exactly. So afterwards, the connection between me and that guy continued. I moved to Norway in the end of 2013. In the period 2010 to 2014, I was playing for Kristiansund Chess Club, and then some guys, really nice people like Dag Danielsen, former politician, they decided they really love chess. They're amateurs. They're not from common chess world, like the world we can imagine altogether, but they decided to organize the club. Valerenga is the part of Oslo. You maybe also know about the Valerenga football club. And Borke Pridojevic, me, we were the first grandmasters in a club, like the closest friends of the people organized the club. So Valerenga club is first of all about the relationship between the people. We are good friends all in all, and we continue, we are developing, and really nice to see that Magnus became the member of the team last year, and together with him we are more the club than something else. I mean, more the team, with the team spirit, than only the chess players, professionals, grandmasters, and so on. About my work in Norway, I started with Dream Team project by Åge Sivertsen, trained Tarian Tari, Johan Salomon, Johan Sebastian Christensen, many other guys in private way inside the group, been promoting chess in Norway, and all of them, I mean the guys I mentioned now, they are good grandmasters. That's a huge success. Then I was invited to help for the main Norwegian team. Concerning Magnus, I would say that's necessary to say, because I'm asked like 100,000 times. I'm not the coach of Magnus. We have a good relationship. We've been seated together with the chess, discussing some chess, of course, but it's not enough to say that I'm his coach. So not like that.
Okay, you have played for the same team with Magnus. How close are you to Magnus, and how familiar are you with him?
Yeah, I can't call us as the friends in the meaning of the closest friends, but we have really good relationship. Nothing negative, all the time supporting each other, rooting each other, sending messages. Like in this, during the European Club Cup, he absolutely dedicated himself to the team spirit, and that was great. I mean, between me and him, I think it's normal understanding, and that's perfect. He's a normal guy. That's maybe this is what you want to hear. He's not.
I don't really know what I'd like to hear.
Yeah, with people around him, with people to who he can trust. of course, he behaves not like a superstar. I mean, he's a good guy. That's all. That's more than necessary to hear.
How long is he going to be the world champion?
As long as he wants, I would answer. As long as he finds the motivation, as long he's interested, and he's the personality who's in deep love with chess. Time to time, we all might be tired from chess, but we are still inside the game, inside this world. We love chess, and until the moment he has the motivation, I don't see anybody around at the moment who might even try to move him away. Caruana was, everybody says he was really close. I did not feel like that, but it was a nice try. Interesting who will be the next challenger.
Maybe Dean Lorraine, I suppose. But of course, it's hard to predict.
Really hard to predict, difficult tournament, and maybe Dink, in case he will play more and more aggressive chess. I think Dink is really close to be presented somewhere in Norway in the match.
Why in Norway? Is it?
I think for Norwegian cities recently tried to enter the bidding procedure to host the World Championship match, and maybe the match will be in one of the Norwegian cities.
Well, you have a lot of experience as coach in Norway. What about your training experience in Russia? Are you working as a coach in St. Petersburg?
Yes, I am, and at the same time, no, I'm not. I'm occupied, mostly occupied from the foreign countries. I work in Germany, I work in Georgia, I work in Vietnam, I work in Norway, some other countries. I have India, I have several students here and there. In Russia, it's not easy because maybe my publicity or promotion, or I don't know, or maybe even the prices are not the Russian one. I have good, talented students in St. Petersburg, but in the beginning, long time ago, I started actually as the coach of Baraeva sisters. Maybe you heard the twins. They're a bit above 20 at the moment. Almost retired or half retired, like not playing chess. But in the beginning, I started, of course, in Russia in age of 16, I think, 16 or 17, and then I switched for foreign countries. Somehow, I don't know why, but there are not many requests from Russian people to have me as the coach. But
Do you have any idea why?
I already told. Maybe for some reasons, maybe they don't know about me. Maybe they don't like the way I'm coaching. Maybe. That's always maybe. But Pavel Drugov invites me as the coach of Petrovskaya Ladya for the training camp for his chess club, and time to time I prepare children for youth tournaments, for Russian championships, European championships. So I was the second of some talented Russian guys. I can't say that I'm not working in Russia, but yes, I have something. But in general, in my understanding, I'm not working on Russian market, not doing Russian market at all.
Well, you have been working with the Georgian national female team in Batumi. How could you describe the difference between female and male chess?
Women are emotional.
I know.
Yeah, of course, everybody knows. And just in compared to some other countries I worked, like Olympic Games with Norwegian team or with German national team Olympiad in Baku. I was the coach of them. It's different, absolutely different to work with the women team, since you can send the file to grandmaster. He's going to check the file, to study the file, and compared to the female team, just a woman, he does not require any special assistance, I would say. With women, you always need to spend a little part of your heart to motivate her to play this opening, to explain this opening, to say that anyway in this line you're the best of the best, and it will happen. Some kind of the psychology where you can give some extra belief or trust, and to predict. And of course, women requires much more psychological support. So inside the team, it first of all has to be the team. You can't be split. Eat together, walk together, have the team meetings every evening, discussing together, supporting each other. Extremely important. So I would say that the main difference, we are not talking about the physical conditions, how difficult to play, and for women longer games than for men, how often they're getting tired. Anyway, mostly women are playing against women. So first of all, psychology. This is what I feel, and I think it's the important part, being the female coach.
In conclusion, we may say that you should have a big heart to share your heart with all the members of the female team.
Yeah, and to do everything from your heart.
And only from your heart.
Sometimes from your brain, since anyway some chess knowledge required.
Really?
Surprise, but that's it, yeah.
Usually chess players say that it's extremely hard to combine the chess professional career and your private life. How could you describe your private life? And is it really difficult?
Yeah, I absolutely agree, fully agree with my colleagues, since the chess life, I think any kind of the sportsman's life, with all the travelings, flying here and there, tournaments, all this emotional power you have inside, all this self-confidence and control, requires the woman around you who is ready to bear all the inconveniences from chess.
To bear the burden. Chess.
Yeah, something like that. It's really difficult to understand us, to feel us, and to be part of our world. And yeah, what else I can say? Of course, it's not easy, of course, but we have to hope, no?
Yeah, it's the only thing we can do.
Yeah.
Is to hope. Could you give some recommendations to the chess players? How to conduct their private life?
I'm not the guy to recommend. I'm 30 and I'm not married, so I'm not succeeded in my private life, I would say, at least till now. Who knows what will...
I see the ring on
No,
your finger.
Ring is, yeah, this is just the family ring, which is going from generation to generation, from my grandfather to my mother to me. It's nothing connected with the marriage. You know, the finger is wrong. It had to be somewhere here. Yeah, yeah, that's absolutely different. But I'm not the advisor in the way of the private relationship. Maybe you need the personality around who will love you, not love herself in the world which you can bring to her, but love you together with your world. A little bit difficult, but let's hope again.
Well, but still you have the ring. Maybe you are feeling yourself like a master of the ring.
Oh, no, I'm not. Not at all. This is just the family ring, nothing special. This is the gift of my mother. I got it from her in the age of 21, and it will be hopefully one day it will come to my son or daughter.
What would you like to tell our audience in conclusion?
Yeah, finally, just as far as you know, the chess world is not the easy world, not the rich world, and chess requires all your soul and all your heart, and mostly, in most examples, never respond to you. But anyway, whatever happening, you have to believe in yourself and simply love chess. I think if you love chess during all your life, one day you will get the comeback from them. So I simply, it's not the advice. I simply wish you to love the game and to feel the game and to feel the world inside. Just go deeper and deeper with year and year, and chess will respond. Let's hope for that.
Thank you, Evgeny, for your interview very much.
Thank you, Artem. Very nice that you're doing this job. That's really good for chess promotion.